mistake to just come to a place. After I called them, no one picked up. It said they're open on the voicemail, but when I came, the whole place is empty except one or two tables, and then they said they can't sit you down because of reservations and pandemic restrictions and all that. So even though the whole restaurant is sitting empty, we can't eat. It's very strange. We're having to make very difficult choices here, and it's a it's a difficult night altogether because I thought I had a place in mind. They didn't pick up the phone, but the message said they're open. But they had the whole place empty, only one couple dining, and no tables apparently. So we had to Uber out into the fields, back out here, and then we walked the whole strip, can't find anywhere. There was a place with a table open in 3 hours, and finally we're here in our hotel.
It is 4th of July weekend in all fairness, so maybe busier than we expected.
It's also the pandemic and the restrictions and all this stuff, but it's a bit of a bitter thing because we just had a 20-something day trip and everything felt so normal. And then we come to our own state and all this shit starts restricting us from doing the right thing. Oh well, we deal with it. But the real choices now, we get to the point, is to pick food. So we set out on a Caesar salad, 2 French onion soups, a fondue, and 2 entrees, the stroganoff and the New York strip.
Maybe we shouldn't even tell them, we should just show everything.
Yeah, when it arrives.
Yes.
Well, we can always edit this part. But yeah. Oh, and we stopped at a winery. The wine was good, but you weren't a fan.
I don't like wine, so...
I liked it. This place is a wine mecca.
A glass of that lovely red blend for you.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you
And I'll
very
be right back. Cheers. Enjoy.
Thank you. So I have my second glass of wine, and this is the wine maker of Washington called Walla Walla. And we're in the main hotel in town. It has already 3 wine tasting rooms and a restaurant and a lounge, and it's supposed to be the place. Let's see. This one is easier to palate. But I like the other one more. Yeah, this one is more flat, I would say. You want to try? Well, I guess I drink all the wine at home.
I'll take a soda or juice.
Oh, well, there are such...
Very easy.
You should ask for a drink. You'll be fine. Yeah, so this is really the finale. Tomorrow we probably fly the drone, and that's gonna be before we go home. But we came here to eat and drink, pretty much. And we're not big drinkers. She doesn't drink at all. So I'm drinking a glass or 2 or 3, we'll see. And we're gonna eat a lot, because it's been a long trip. Yeah. We've really done it this time. There's no more space and we have 3 more orders. Oh wait, so we have 2 more orders. Yeah. Alright, only 2 more orders. We'll manage. Yeah, should be alright. These are the appetizers. Ooh, French onion soup, Caesar salad, crab fondue, excellent. So far very good. There's a quail egg inside this baguette, and you're loving the salad.
This is how a Caesar salad should be done. I would eat this every day.
This is also great because here in Walla Walla they make the best onions in the USA. So this soup is full of them. It's so great. The French onion soup with local onion. It's fondue time.
It's not just any fondue, it's crab fondue. So let's do this right.
That looks rich.
Yep.
It's a bit much. We got our breakfast this morning from the bakery, and then we drove out into the famous fields here around Walla Walla, and then more broadly out here begins the region called Palouse.
Yes, so there's lots of golden fields. This field happens to just have been harvested, so it's not golden, but we do have some footage and some shots of some of the golden fields here.
This you could call the breadbasket of our state, and really a big part of our country gets their wheat and a whole bunch of other crops from here. A very famous wine region. So we came here to do farm to table, wine and dine type of experience, and that was great. And it was really straight in our hotel. It was a very nice way to relax after a very long trip. Right now it's the last day of our trip. We're only 4 hours away from home.
Yeah, we stayed at the Marcus Whitman Hotel, which is like the center, or the most central hotel in downtown Walla Walla. It was a really great experience, really big hotel actually, a lot of rooms, and they even have a restaurant down below, which is where we ended up having dinner last night.
It's a great thing if you just want to come into the countryside and relax and eat and drink. And after that, it's a 4-hour drive to Seattle, and we're back home where we started. And we'll probably get a bit reflective and figure out how we feel after this whole thing. Some fast driving through the agricultural heart of Washington State, and for almost 2 hours or more than 2 hours straight, everything along the road is planted with orchards and vineyards and wheat and all kinds of stuff. We did the stretch from Walla Walla all the way to Yakima, and there was no break at all in the cultivation of the fields. Local asparagus and fresh cherries. Where are the cherries at? Oh, there they are. Here we go. Delicious Yakima cherries. Baskets. 4 pounds. This is the right size. Yakima is also part of the big Columbia River Valley wine growing region and makes a lot of wine. So I'm gonna get some of that too. Here we go. Lemberger Red. Bunch of red blends. Cabernet Sauvignon. That's gonna be my choice. The Jack of Hearts Cabernet Sauvignon. Columbia Valley.
Alright, well that was awesome. I think we've passed this on the road how many times? We've never actually stopped in, but now we're gonna stop every single time because that was great.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. It won't even fit in the trunk, so we gotta put it here. But this is 4 pounds of cherries, a bunch of asparagus, Walla Walla sweet onion mustard, bottle of wine,
and a bourbon steak glaze, or just an onion steak, sweet onion steak sauce. So yeah, this is a really great place to stop if you're looking for locally grown fruits, vegetables, and also just the preserves and yeah, all kinds of stuff. I think almost everything in there was local. And there's also an antique store behind it. So, great spot.
Yeah. We love this part of Washington, which is all agricultural. We come here for the farm to table experience, and really this whole day since yesterday has been dedicated to that. And now we're taking some home.
So we'll have the farm to table experience at home.
It is the 4th of July, as you can hear by the bangs, and we're back in Seattle after 22 days on the road in a secret little park. So how do you feel?
I feel incredibly refreshed and excited and inspired. And you know, yeah, it's like whenever a trip ends, sometimes you kind of dread coming home, and there was a little bit of that. Sometimes we're like, because we both were like, we could keep going, and part of us really wants to, but the other part is that, you know, I'm happy that we have a home to come back to. We can, you know, recharge, chill out, and plot our next moves.
I feel very accomplished. This was the longest road trip we've ever done. It was one of the longest trips we've ever done. It's the most we've ever filmed. So we really were serious about filming and produced a huge show on the road. And now it's gonna be the post-production phase. So also we saw so much of our country. And it's fitting that we come back on the 4th of July to commemorate how amazing and huge and awesome this country is.
Yeah, really, and we only saw like a few states on the west coast. We haven't even been to the south, the east, the north. There's so many more states to go to, and even, you know, the route that we did do, if we did the exact same route again, we could do that and see entirely different things. There's just so much more in those states that we didn't even get around to seeing.
That's right. We saw roughly 5 states, but 2 of them were transit, and 3 we stopped in for a week each. a week in those big states is not enough. We have so much more to see. We want to go back to every single one of them. They're all great in their own ways. It's just so amazing. It really opens your eyes. It really opens your eyes.
We're back to allergies. Allergies didn't really bother me on this trip, but we come back.
Well, we took Claritin
And the
too.
minute we did, yeah. So it's beautiful here, but there are allergies and some other issues. But you know, we live in a really great place, and so it's a good reminder of that as well. That we just have tons of nature. We have, you know, a sort of thriving city. I guess it depends on what time of year and you know what stage in history you're looking at it. But still, yeah, we have lots to do here. It's still a really great home base. And even though it will probably be a little while before our next long trip, we have tons of content to edit, so we'll be rolling out that content. And we have tons of little day trips we can do. So we're still going to do those on the weekend. We're going to take the most advantage of summer weather and keep adventuring as much as we can.
This is one of many trips we've done and one of many more that will come. So we are going to stick to our lifestyle no matter what life throws at us. This was an episode of proving that it's possible, because with all the problems that do not help you travel right now, we were able to overcome them, and we had an amazing time too on the road, and one of the best trips ever. So if you think you're trapped, you're not. It's all in your head. All it takes is you hop in your car and you keep going. It doesn't matter really. It's all that restrains you. It's out there in the ether. It's not real.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a monkey.
Yeah, I was like, sounds like a person. No, maybe a monkey.
A
no,
squirrel.
2 squirrels. 2 squirrels going at it. But yeah, it's true. Especially if you live in the USA, like it is all in your head. We cross state lines all the time. We even got pulled over once, and it wasn't for leaving our home illegally. It was for just being like 5 miles over the speed limit.
In a national park.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, it was totally fine. You just have to, I think, just use your common sense, use your, you know, your senses, and if something doesn't feel right to you, then don't do it or don't go there. But you can do quite a bit and still come out on top. You know, we feel really healthy. We're pretty certain we didn't get the virus, but I'm going Monday to go get a test anyway, and we'll find out for certain. But I'm pretty sure that neither of us contracted COVID in this trip.
In fact, I feel in better shape and healthier than I have at least since I got my 9 to 5.
Yeah, I feel healthier right now. After 3 months of lockdown, I really feel like if you're staying indoors and not going out, you're actually degrading your health. So it actually helps, even if you don't want to commit to weeks or days, just go out for half a day, for a couple of hours, and you will feel so much better.
Yeah, we did a lot of high altitude hiking, a lot of heavy breathing out there, and just really strengthening ourselves, and I feel so good. And we're about to hit the home gym and work our upper body a bit, because we mostly did legs and core, but I just feel amazing after this trip. And part of me is sad that I have to go to work on Monday, but besides that, it actually feels good to be back, because we feel so accomplished and there's a lot more to do in post-production. And we're excited to be able to roll out our best travel show yet.
Yes. So tune into those episodes. We'll be making individual episodes at least by the day, I think, but we'll see how that all comes together, and then there'll be one long episode with everything all in it.
Like
so
8 hours long movie.
Yeah, it'll be probably our longest film ever.
Oh, for sure.
But stay tuned for that, 'cause that's all coming.
All right, it's been great fun. We'll do this many times more. Never stop exploring. Always stay on the move. Otherwise, you begin declining the day you stop.
And let discovery happen.